Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. So today is December 23rd, 2021. My name is Penny, and I'm just here to visit for a little while. I'm going to work on, I don't know what you guys call them, a master board, I guess. I'll work on that for a little bit, open a few things that I've purchased from various people. I know this is a very busy day with everyone trying to get things done. In fact, that's what I'm doing. I have my list. I'm checking it twice. It's still quiet here. Sandy, Big Mama, hi. Oh, I'm so glad I came on. Good morning, Debbie. I have something here that I'm going to open from you. Some of my purchases. I have a whole bunch of them back here, down on the floor. Merry Christmas, Debbie. Merry Christmas, Sandy. And like I said, I am making my list. My brother and his two boys come today from Sioux Falls, and he is the brother that I raised. Coffee time. And so it's exciting for him to come home. Is that for me, Debbie? I thought you probably did. I think I have a couple invoices online that I have to go pay today. I try to pay them, but sometimes I get busy and forget. But anyway, so I'm making my list. Yesterday, we had the pleasure of having two of our greats here, a 10-year-old and his brother who's 6. And they helped a lot checking off the list. So this was the list. And so, see, we checked off quite a few. We made fudge. We made peanut butter balls. We dipped the peanut butter balls in chocolate. Oh, for Stonecroft, were you, Sandy? I don't get to Sioux Falls very often. And my brother lets me know that. So I need to make a point. Well, I will go there in May because his son graduates this year, May 15th, my daughter's birthday. Yeah, pray for him. His name's Jimmy, and he I know he knows the Lord, but he still thinks having a good time, which I'm not. Anyways, it's all good. It's all good. Just pray that his heart turns to the Lord this year. Yeah, it's a long road trip from here to there. It's a long road trip too. Well, it's not 10 hours. I think it's about 600 miles. Let's find out. How far is it from Sheridan, Wyoming to Sioux Falls, South Dakota? Oh, yeah, well, it says it's 8 minutes. I think they're silly. Okay, anyways, it's a long ways. But anyway, so we accomplished quite a bit. The boys, and then they helped wrap a little bit. They got treated to McDonald's, and they're coming back today because their moms work. Their mom and dad are working, but there's 4 of them. So the same 2 are coming to hang out. They're really good help. So that's happening today. My brother's coming. That's happening today. I have a couple things I want to make on the Cricut today. So, and then a few errands in town. Hopefully it'll all get done. And you know what? It's what I tell people is what doesn't get done, nobody knows but me. So, because it's things that I needed to do, but they really don't matter. Because We're here to celebrate the birth of Jesus. That's what we're here to celebrate. All right. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to write 2 things down because I keep forgetting to do these 2 things. So today I need to make pies also and mop. So yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm going to switch the camera. I appreciate you guys joining me. Switch it here. There we go. Okay, so first what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you a few things. Hang on. Get this right. One of the boys yesterday said, "What's this?" and moved my camera. And it's like, so then you have to get it all readjusted. Okay, so we are just going to open a few things. Like I said, I have, yes, right? Okay, I have a ton of stuff, but I think I'm just going to end up putting most of it away because my goal, one of my goals is to get my studio organized, which we all want to do that, but I have so much clutter in here, and I have more things that aren't in here that I need to go through and deal with. So I've been slowly working on it, but it just needs to be done. We'll get there. So anyhow, so we'll go ahead and open this. Hey, Sandy, good morning. Merry Christmas. Celebrating the birth of Jesus today and the rest of the year. Okay, so this I've had for a long time, and it was from Beth Kuntzman, sorry. Rejuvenating Ephemera, and she did this big envelope, Echo dyed. So I have that, and let's see. Oh, I haven't even opened what's inside of it. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, and so then just some more envelopes, not just, they are so cool. Here, we'll put it that way. Isn't that nice? She did a great job. So these will be fun to do something with. And then just 2 little ones. Yeah. And like I said, some of this stuff has been sitting here for a long time because I just kept piling it up. Okay, this is from Rebecca Wills. Just a few little. She sells a lot of beads. So the things I want to do is just like make things to put in journals just a little bit at a time. So this is really pretty. It says Joy. Little heart that she made. And then a couple beads. She has some of the nicest beads. Can you see those? Pretty pastel-y colors. Good morning, Sarah. I'm just showing a few things. I know we all are busy today, have lots to do. I have a card. Oh, this is from a long time ago. It's Angela, I think Angela S.A. She had that Christmas out, and she did the gnomes, and I had her send one to my friend who loves gnomes. Okay, this is from Cheryl Will, and I just got some of the pins from her. See all the different colors. And I think hers are metal. I have bought plastic ones too. And I think these are metal. So I have to just get the beads on them. Go through my bead stash. But those are fun. Look at all the different colors. And I've gotten some of these from Becky. Hi, Tina. Sorry I missed you. Merry Christmas. Blessings to everyone. All right, here's one from Debbie. This was delivered September 30th. I told you some of this has been here for a while. I might have shown this. I don't think so. No, I have not shown this. This was her, and if I have, say something, but I don't think I have. Oh, that's neat, Sandy. You know what? Maybe just a few little things, because I have teachers in the family, and that would be great to just add in a little journal, just whenever you have time. That's neat. I have some old, and I have sold some, but I won't sell them anymore because they just cost too much to mail. What were they? Good Housekeeping Ladies Journal or something. But they're very large size. They have some of the neatest advertisements. Oh, Debbie. I hope you're doing okay now. Debbie's been sick. Been so many people ill. That's why we've only had 2 of the boys instead of all 4 of them, because 2 of them have had coughs, and we're trying to keep my husband healthy. Yeah, I do too, Sandy. Okay, anyways, this stuff's from Debbie. I love her stuff. She makes it everything. She just makes everything look so good. So this is just full of little goodies. So today I am going to download. Look at them all. Aren't they cute? And look at the kiddos. I am going to download Lorna Taylor's Christmas Wish. She has 15% off for any of you that have been looking at it. Because my granddaughter, the mother of these boys that are coming today, she wants to do a craft fair next year. She's been making all kinds of things. And so, it'll be fun. I know it's a lot of work, but it will be fun. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to start now. Okay, those are tea bags. Vintage. So I have a place for these. I'm going to put those away right now. Yes, I pray for you too, Debbie. Yeah, I love Debbie's items. Okay, let's look at these. Look at that. Is this the one I just showed? No, because it was the pickup one I just showed. Okay, so here's another one with the Christmas tree. And I think on these she used like 3 different kits, she said. Yeah, I know. I just need to incorporate Debbie's things into a journal on my own, right? That's what I need to do. Okay, so plans. For next Thursday, I am going to go through Louise's journal that I bought. We had talked about that. Yeah, she makes everything look so pretty. And then I am going to, I've got my calendar, my book all ready for the new year. Well, not already, but it's put into the notebook. And start jotting down what I want to do every Thursday. So, isn't that one pretty? Look at that. Oh, I just love it. And look at how those seed beads just sparkle. I love this. They're so cute. Well, I would read this to you, but I think even with my reading glasses. Okay, it's definition of joy. So did the rest of you pick a word for the year? Let me know. I think I have my word picked for this next year. Look at all these. I love tags. We might make some tags today. Look at that one. And all her precious lace. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Then in here also, I think this is all Debbie stuff. I'm almost sure it is. Oh, the little envelopes. Those are so cute. Now, these I would put in somebody else's journal. I just think they're so darling. Okay. There's that. I'm missing. Yes, she has pretty lace. Hi, Beth. I just showed your envelopes. I'm kind of behind on showing things. I just showed these that I got from you. I love those. So, do the rest of you use or pick a word for the year? And then here's all these little snowflakes, and they're glittery. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. And then just another little girl. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. And then, oh, and then in here are pins. I love these kind of things. You set it right here. Oops, this one's bent, but I'll unbend it. Oh, look at the angel. Are these from you, Debbie? Or did I get these from someone else and just stick them in there? I don't remember. I'm so bad about that. I have been writing things down, what I purchase. I try to, and then I get out of the habit. Yes, Merry Christmas again, everyone. I am so excited for 2022. We're going to have 14 family members here on Christmas Day, and I'm hoping Christmas Eve too. We made, oh, that's something else I did. I made cinnamon rolls last night, so we'll have cinnamon rolls and chili, and I need to, and I'm sure in this town there's not any left, get some oysters because my son and I like the oyster stew, but nobody else does. And so we'll have that Christmas Eve, and I guess they want to eat after we get back from candlelight service. Oh, good, Debbie. Thank you. I'm going to put them right back with those things. I thought they were, but sometimes I get things mixed up. Yeah, I think my word for this year will be joy. Because I want to feel that way all the time. Joyful. Because I know I have a Savior. Okay. Here, I don't need to. Oh, look it. And there's more goodies. I love Debbie's things. Hang on, hang on. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. So I love is because we think they're pretty, on YouTube, but they're so much more prettier in real life. So there's that one, and then there's this one. And then she has some others. This was all together. Yay! Pretty pretty. Of course, I love fabrics, putting fabrics together. I am so excited for Christmas, and we'll have the newborn here, at least at dinner time on Christmas. I'm excited for that. Oh, and then this piece of lace was in there too. All right, I think I will show one more item, and then I'm going to work on, I think it's a master board. Okay, let's just grab this one. I don't know what's in here. Who's this one from? Oh, Michelle Scott. So here is some different fibers, and you all know I love fibers. This will be pretty. And I love that red. Heavy, heavy chipboard. She has that on. Oh, I remember this. This is the buttons. Oops, I lost some. And she said these, I think these little boxes came from, I don't know. I'm not even going to say because I don't know. But look at all the buttons in here. And I have a thing for buttons. Well, paper, buttons, journals, old paper. Yeah. But she said there was a variety, and there is a variety. And this is actually the first time I've looked in it. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. One of the things I want to do in the new year is show you guys my studio. And I mean, it's at the point right now I could show it, but I still want to get some other things put away. Look at all that. Love it. So Sandy says, my daughter moved here, so I have given her the reins to create the celebration. Boy, is that hard. Yeah, right. Turning things over. Oh, that's awesome, Sandy. I know. I love old buttons. And I love lace. I should show you guys if I was going to show it to you last time. I'm trying to think where I put it. It's not right here, so I guess I won't be showing it to you. And that's not it over there. Well, that might be it. Hang on one sec. This might be it. No. Okay, I had bought that antique lace. And I'll put that down. Let me put it on my list to show you guys. Okay, so what I want to do for a few minutes after I've showed you all my treasures, and now those things need to be put away, I am going to just work on a master board. And I think we're going to tear this because it's, and I just call it a collage. So, but then it's really fun to cut them up. That's the fun part. So this is that file folder, and I'm going to sand on it just, oh, I should have had this done. That's probably driving you guys. Let me just mute for 1 second while I do this. Okay, who's coming to see you, Sandy? That would be fun. Yes, I have the ideal setup here because it's a mother-in-law apartment down here, and I have the whole area. So we have a bedroom, a kitchen, dining area, and I suppose it would be a living room, but it's just my studio. So we'll try to get that scheduled for the very first of the year. Just a little tour of the craft room. I have, I promised Jim that as soon as Christmas gets over, I have some more boxes. Oops, here's a button. Boxes in the garage to get taken care of. And I mean, we can park both vehicles in the garage, but still. All right, what I'm doing, I use this Amazon Basic. I bought a whole bunch of these, and I don't mind them at all, to be honest with you, just to put things down. And I sanded this because it kind of had a slick surface, and I want things to adhere. Okay, girls, let me show you here. And we may not be able to see it all. So this is what I'm working out of, okay? So this top box is fabric. And then this is all, and I have a lot of these. I've shown them to you before, some of them. See, just things that I'm just going to take out of here to put on my board. Oh, Ginger's coming to the States. Oh, that'll be fun. How long is she staying, Sandy? Maddie, hi. Merry Christmas. Hi, Madison, if you're there. Or is she doing school? Okay. So I want this where I can get into it. Move this out of the way. So, Maddie, we were just talking about what were we talking about? Now I'm concentrating here. I'm talking about my plans for the new year. And the other thing I had asked, I'm going to try to do this upside down, girls, so you can see. That is another thing is I want to move my camera. And I was going to do it yesterday, but then I decided I wouldn't because it would be out in the pathway here. And with so many around, I just wanted to wait. Okay, so this, I just started using these because I've been wanting them for a long time. And then what I do, oh, that's not the right color, but this one is soft suede. You see this pad? So, I know. Well, we're just gonna use, oh, I think this is it. Right here. Nope. So I'll just use this because I know this is vintage photo. Oh, that's so nice, Sandy. Oh, Madison is sick. Oh, well, I will be praying for her. Her and Debbie both. I'm gonna write that down because. Whoop. There's my list. I'm so sorry. And Debbie's been sick for a long time, off and on. Right? Thank you, Maddie. You're such a blessing. I was just telling the girls, this is the time to celebrate the birth of Christ and what God has done for all of us by sending him. Okay, there's the first one. I should have inked it before, but there we go. So I know what I was. I was asking these girls if any of them have a word for the year. I usually will try to start off with one, and then I just have to keep reminding myself that. Right, Maddie? I haven't been down here crafting because I've been trying to get my home ready for the family with the help of my great-grandsons. So I just work on this surface. It's not, to me, a big deal. I'm going to cover it up. So he is our greatest gift of all. Yes, he is. And my prayer every day is for all of my family to have a heart for Jesus and to serve him. So I can see why this is hard for people to work and try to talk to their friends at the same time. That one. So, I know. So does anyone have a word? I'm going to wait for that answers. Lots of changes. You know, I had a friend say to me that they hope that this next year was better for us. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I appreciate their thoughts so much, but we are so blessed. We are so blessed. Jim and I have been so blessed. God has definitely had his hand in our lives. Okay, so right now what I want to do, and I can do it because I moved the stamps that I want to use more right here next to me. And here's one I bought from Maddie that I love the stamp. And it's handy having it right here. So I want this part. So this is the stamp and it's long. And I actually have the paper. It's called Forest Whispers. I don't know if she still has it in the store. But I like it because, see, I can use a little bit of it or all of it. And I usually just use a little bit of it. Oh, yes, I like that. Okay. Yes, we are truly blessed, Jim and I are. Oh, that might be my brother. He's supposed to let me know when he leaves. Oh, it was a friend. I was supposed to stop and pick up a bowl I'd left at her mom's house, and I've never done it. Yeah, I have some. Okay, I'm going to tell you, my word will be joy. I've just made that decision. And for the year will be joy. And actually, I think I'll tear this. I think this is another one I bought from Maddie. Let me look. But it was for ladies. It might not be in here. Oh, yes, it is. It's right here. I have no idea, Maddie. Can you guys see that? So this is, hang on. This is that one right there. Yep. It's hard to see. I have shadows. And then it's this one right here. So this is the same thing. You can use all of them or just one of them. I don't know what it is, though. Was persevere. Oh, the word is just like some people have a word for the year that they focus on. And I am going to do joy. I want to be joyful. I mean, I'm always happy, upbeat, try to see good in things, but I want to be joyful and, like find verses in the Bible that relate to joy and just hold fast to that. Just to always, how you see people and it just shines from them, their joy. And Sandy's last year was, yeah, and I didn't do it for a long time, and sometimes I don't do it, but I just think I need that word this year. Sandy's was persevere. I've had years like that, Sandy. But I think for myself, I have found that as I grow with the Lord, grow closer to Him, that persevering, holding on to Him is what gets me through that. Of course, you know that. I'm going to be more careful picking. I know, right? Oh. Okay, yeah, I know they're both from you, but this one I don't know who makes it. That's a good one right there. You can sit. Who makes it is what I was saying. I know you had sold them both to me, but I don't know who makes the one with the ladies. So anyways, joy will be mine, and you guys need to remind me of that throughout the year. So is Katie coming on today? Do any of you know? I have not been on YouTube very much at all, just popping in because I have really been focusing on my husband. And I think that piece we're throwing away. My husband, and I have been focusing on just, I don't know, this year has not seemed overwhelming to me like some years are, trying to get ready for Christmas. Because like I said, I have all these little ideas in my head, but if it doesn't get done, I'm fine with it. I'm just fine with it. The beds are clean for people to sleep in. We can hang out. Yeah. And I want to go to Christmas Eve service. Well, we always go to Christmas Eve service, but that is not the color I wanted. So anyways, joyful will be my word. I'm trying to find the dark Tim Holtz, but it's not on here. I thought, yeah. Okay, we'll just use this. Okay, Sandy, you don't have to remember it. Oh, you're funny. You are just too funny. All right, so I'm doing a collage board. I know people call them master board. I like the word collage more. And then I'll just cut it up and make tags out of it. Or something fun. How's that look so far? Well, I need a little bit of color in it, don't I? Okay, I don't want that in there. I think most of these scraps are not colorful ones, but here we go. That'll work. Oh, that's a good one, Sandy. Yeah, I just think I will focus on, I'll write down verses from the Bible that have joy in it and memorize them. I am not very good at memorizing. I never have been. Well, I guess I used to memorize things to get through, for a test, and then that was it. That was all she wrote. But we will. But I don't know. That's what I want to focus on. So I'm going to do it. All right. So there's that. I'm going to do this one section. Did anybody answer me about Katie? Lighthearted, that's a good one. Well, and I have really been trying to do that this year. Enjoy the moment. And I have a hard time not thinking about all the things I need to get done. Jim and I have talked about that. Because it really doesn't have to be done. I mean, truth be known, it doesn't have to be done. Just let it go. And I think I could pay better attention to that advice if I would actually let things go, like let go of things that I have in my home. Yes, I love this glue. I think this glue stick is great. Here, we're going to do it like that. Okay, there's a little pink in there. Oh, she's not going on today? I didn't know she was or not. I know a lot of people have so much that they want to get done for Christmas. So sometimes I think about that too, is how we got so far away from Christmas. And when I was a kid, we didn't go to church. We didn't, and we had very, very little. It was always such a magical time of the year. But I can remember, and Mom always got us a little something. How she managed it, I don't know, but she did. And I can remember my cousin that lived in California, because that's where we lived then. I can remember her telling me years later that growing up, she never knew about Jesus. She never knew. She thought Easter was the Easter Bunny and Christmas was Santa Claus. She said she never knew. And it's funny because my grandma, her mom and my mom were sisters. And my grandmother, I said, if anyone prayed for us kids, it had to be my grandma. So I know she had that love of the Lord, but I don't know why it wasn't, why those daughters, anyhow, either strayed so far from it or it wasn't important to them. I don't know. It just makes you wonder about the generation sometimes. And here I am just contemplating, which is something else I want to do more of. I like thinking about those things. I was telling one of my granddaughters, oh, I know, I'll share this story with you. And I don't know if I have. The one about Callista's quilt. Have I shared that? The Sunbonnet Sue. Oh, Beth, that's so special. See? And I think Santa was started as the spirit of Christ, when you think about those things. Okay. So I wished I had it down here. I'll put it on my list to do next year, but just real quick. So when I was in Utah for my great granddaughter Callista's first birthday, I took with me a Sunbonnet Sue quilt top that my father had given me and said that his grandma had made from dresses of my dad's mom's, my grandma's, and I don't know what else was in it, but she was the only girl in the family. She had 6 brothers, and I even wrote all this story down. Anyways, Callista, my great granddaughter, was not technically named after my great grandmother, right? But I had told Shayna that story, my granddaughter, that story that she had a great grandmother. And she had just thought it was that her mother had liked the name Callista. Anyways, there's a lot to that. But I had taken this quilt top and I had my daughter and my 2 granddaughters, Shayna, who is Callista's mom, and Abby, who is her Aunt Abby, all stitch on it, little places that needed fixed. And in my story I wrote was that 7 generations had touched that quilt top. So my great grandma Callista, my grandma Fern, my dad, myself, my daughter Julie, my granddaughter Shayna, and her auntie, and then also it will go to Callista, right? So there's 7. And I have stories like that, that I think it's so important that we pass on. It's like the story of Christ. How important is that? I know but we all have those stories, and we stay so busy in our lives that we don't reflect on them, right? So we just need to, I think we need to take more time for those things. And maybe it's part of getting older. I don't know. Okay, Maddie says, oh, you guys had never met before, Maddie? Beth is a sweetie, and so is Maddie. That's neat. Yeah, I wrote the story down, Beth, so I'll have to read it and bring the quilt top. I'm going to have a friend of, well, I guess she's more of an acquaintance. I'm going to take it to her and have her, because she does long arm quilting, and just see what all I need to do to prepare it for that. Yeah, and we all have those stories, you guys, every one of us. It's just that we need to take time to share them because it touched Shayna so much, my granddaughter. Um, and I hadn't even thought about it being um, that much of a treasure for our family because how many families have something that 7 generations have touched? I don't know because I hadn't even thought about that till I started writing this down, you know? And anyways, yeah, it's kind of cool. And my dad was like that. My dad always says, "You write on the back of your pictures and you make sure you have dates on everything and la la la." So, I didn't always take his advice. I'm sorry. But I'll share that whole thing with you after the first of the year. But we have those. We just have to think about them, you know? Take that time. Life keeps going on, but we have to be a joy and a shining light for others, you know? I don't like that there. I have too many long ones. How about this one? This is just off of, I don't know. It's off of something I got. I'm going to take the price off. All right, so I'm going to stay on just a few more minutes and then I better go. I haven't had breakfast yet because I didn't get up very early. I got up a little before 6, but we usually get up at 5. Jim gets up earlier, but oh yeah, that's good there. Maybe not. Maybe there. This is a thicker piece, so I'm not. Hopefully it'll hold it. Right there. So I started using this, my Cricut, the big scraper, the other day to hold things down. I love the way, of course, I love this anyways, but I love the way it works for that. I'll go back over with that and get that glue out of the way. So this is what I decided I would start doing with so many of my, I have so many scraps, you guys. It's crazy. And I know if my daughter was here, she'd say, "Mom, just get rid of it." And I probably will end up getting rid of or putting it in bags for other people. I'm finding I've got all the same monotone color. We need to change that up. See, and I do things like this. Do you guys do things like that? Little baggies of stuff. It's like, why? Maybe I'm just gathering scraps up or something. I don't know. Hi, Bonnie. Merry Christmas. Oh, I love that all of you joined me today. I didn't know if there'd be very many people around because so the 2 greats are coming at 9. Well, a little bit before because my granddaughter has to be at work by 9. But oh my gosh, those boys are such good help. Good help. She has raised some very good boys. Oh, Bonnie, it's good to see you. It makes my heart glad that Maddie and Beth have got to meet because they're 2 of very special people to me. And I didn't know they didn't know each other. Beth is probably one of the first ones I really hung out with. when I started doing more YouTube because on from Patty Lang's channel. So this I'm finding very relaxing. And then I'll have to clean up my mess. And my brother stays down here. I think he likes that he can just come down here if he wants to and not deal with all of us sometimes. Somebody else is texting me. But yeah, I don't blame him though. It's kind of nice down here. Aw, thank you, Maddie. Oh yeah, I think I don't mind getting in front of the camera at all. I like sharing with all of you. Sometimes though, it just feels like I'm like from one thing to the other, but I guess that's how I am. So you get what you get. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of scary at first. You know, people say, oh, I could never get in front of people. And the thing that has helped me is I think about, I did speech when I was in high school. And I guess that got me over the fear of being in front of people live. But this, I don't know, it's fun because you guys are friends, you know? I don't know what this is, a bubble in the paper, I think, down here. Yeah, so that's why I like doing it, because you guys are all my friends. I like sharing with you. So this is paper from old paper. If you guys remember Marianne Smith, oh my goodness, I loved her. I watched her stuff for a long, and I think she just came out with some new paper too, or something. I'll have to go back and look and share that with you guys. But I watched her on YouTube forever. But I had bought this when she was selling all her stuff, the stack of paper. It's all the same thing. And I had started making tags out of it. And I like it. I like this paper because it's just so, I don't know. It has so many different things on it, I guess. That's what I want to say. Oh, I don't mind modding. It's kind of fun. The only thing is I need a break every once in a while. So I don't mind it. I just, it's just, I've got to figure out what I'm doing this new year. I want to sell because I have my stuff that I'm going through. But I don't want to spend all my time doing that because I kind of like hanging out with my husband. So, and I took a break in December from selling and I kind of enjoyed it, but yet we still have so much stuff that we have to do something with. Don't want that there. But this I find hardest of all is trying to craft while I'm visiting with you guys because I like reading the chat. I like reading the chat, and I miss it when I'm just crafting. Oh, that's good advice, Bonnie. Oh, in the spring. Do you have dates for that yet, Maddie? Yeah, that is really good advice, Bonnie. Well, just how we treat anyone, as far as that goes. God has a purpose for each one of us here on this earth, and we need to remember that. And every one of us have a different purpose. I was talking to my dear, dear friend yesterday. She just went back to Arizona for the winter. And it was, no, she didn't. She's at her daughter's, and then she'll be going back. But she has a hard time because she lost her husband this year. And I just told her, she just misses him so much. And I said, you have a purpose here. That's why you're here. And she just, it makes me sad just thinking about how bad she hurts. Her husband's birthday was the 19th, and that now with Christmas, it's just hard for her. And that's what I told her, though. You have a purpose here, and sometimes we never know what that is, the lives we touch, but we just got to keep going, persevering, right? Persevering. There. So far, so good. Oh, that's so good, Beth. I'm glad because I've missed you. Yes, and that's what we have to think about too, Maddie, is those people are someone. They belong to someone. And my brother that's coming, he gets really irate with people, and it's just like, you need to think about them as a person and what's going on with them. That's right, Maddie. That's nice because they all don't do that. They're not all respectful. Yep. Yeah, I used to wait tables too. I think most of us did them one time or another. My my what would she be? Granddaughter-in-law, the mama of this little baby boy, Josiah. That's what she does. She works for, I know, I like that side better. She works for her mother-in-law, my ex-daughter-in-law. And I think she's really good at what she does. But that's just it. And here she was 9 months pregnant working, and you still have to smile even when you don't feel like it, and when you're tired. Well, a good example is I worked at a pediatric office for years and years, and the the doctor who owned the practice, it's like he told us, he would say, you guys got to remember, this is it, we're on stage every moment, and our office is so that the rooms surround a main area. Okay, he says, so what you say, the way you behave, people they're seeing that. And it's not like you have to act, but you have to, I guess, you have to be a light. You have to shine for others. And we were a good team, but we always had good advice from him. So I'm thinking I might want that there. So that's cool. Okay, so Maddie is having a creators market possibly in March. Okay, I'll have to think about that. So like I said, I've got to get journals and stuff worked on because my granddaughter wants to do craft shows this next year. So maybe I should put the Christmas ones away that I wanted to do. Work on springtime ones. And that's a good idea, Sandy. That okay, she says she takes thank you cards in my purse. I'm reading this because I know everybody doesn't read the chat. I write a note for the waitress and put my tip in it. So often they have to split the tips, but the note is theirs. Their name is usually on the ticket. Yeah, you're right. It usually is. And she says, I keep my receipts and send a thank you note to the manager if the waitress is really good. Aw, I have never done that. I mean, I have told them before I've left what wonderful service we've had, but I've never like actually sent a note that would even make a bigger effort on behalf of that person, right? Oh, Bonnie, me too. I just had a hearing test. And then what was it just the other day? Somebody said, I don't know, it was like night, light, two words that sound exactly alike. But I had it because when I was in Arizona, and I may have told you ladies this, but I got some virus and was dizzy and blah, 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 blah. My ears hurt. And ever since then, my hearing has been weird. I either have it sounds like the volume is turned up super high or else muffled at times. But I went and had a hearing test. And that's I'm not distinct. I'm not hearing the distinct sounds. But I keep thinking it's because of sinus stuff. So I need to just be good about doing my saline rinses, which I have been, I guess. But yeah, it's surprising how many of those little sounds you hear differently. My husband is supposed to have worn hearing aids for years and years, but he won't wear them very much because he gets wax buildup when he's wearing them. Okay, Sandy, I think I'm going to start that. Right. Well, and so many times that's the starting point for people. That's neat. That's neat. I love it. As much as we say we don't like recognition, it warms our heart when we do have it. Not that we want to strive to get recognition for ourselves, but it does warm our hearts when we do get it. Right? I'm laughing out loud, Bonnie. It's like, what are they saying? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I love it. That's good. Okay, so when I do these, then it's kind of nice too, just like this one I just noticed is coming up. But like if I leave them for a little while, then, you know, it has time to dry, and then you can find the little places that are coming up. Oh, way too much glue. So this is what I like for my glue stick. And then Tombow, the green glue, I love that. I love it. I've used it for years. Well, I guess I've used it since I started selling Stampin' Up, to be honest with you, but I love it. Here, let's get you a plain one. I call it green glue, but it's Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. So that's my liquid that I use, you know, because it has, well, here. So this is the little point. Okay. And this stuff lasts forever. And then it has this too. I never use this ever. Put all the grungies on there. Never use that. Right? So I had a friend here not very long ago tell me what she had a trick for this. And she takes hot water, like just puts hot water in a cup when these are almost empty, and she, you know, squeezes and sucks some hot water in here and shakes it. And oh my gosh, she's right. It works so well. And down in my craft room, it gets cold. So sometimes, and I have a little heater, but I don't turn it on all the time. And it gets cold, and this glue doesn't want to work as well when it's cold. So that trick has saved me many times now. I got to catch up. Yes. Sandy, will be doing that. I have no excuse not to have thank you notes because I have a house full of paper to cardstock and stuff to make them on. I love making little thank you notes. Yeah, and you know what, Bonnie? My husband sits in his chair and watches TV, and we have a big TV. I think it's huge, that our granddaughter gave us, our oldest one, because they got a new one. And thank goodness, because Jim has macular degeneration, so he can see it, but he turns it on super loud. And every once in a while, honey, can you turn it down just a tiny bit? But I feel bad for him, you know, because he is getting to that point where it's hard for him to hear and see things. I'm just catching up with the reading. And I think the older we get, the more we do read lips, Sandy. I've noticed that. And I've also noticed I'm more considerate facing a person and talking to them. I think that's probably when it started too, besides getting older, is when the mask started. Geez, Beth, and you're young. Well, younger than I am. See, that was another thing my dad and my stepmom was thank you notes when we always wrote thank you notes. And so it's just like we just really need to do that. And I try to get thank you notes like when people purchase from me. I don't always get it done, but yeah, that's neat. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more things here, and then I better go up and not better. The thing that I hate doing is this, saying, I got to, I need to, this has got to be done. That drives me crazy about myself. But because I really don't have to do anything today. I want to get the pies made so that I can hang out with my little brother and just enjoy him. No, you know if I'm in frame. So I want to have the pies done, and he wanted pie strips, which is just your pie crust. I put butter and sugar and cinnamon and bake them, and they are good. They're my downfall this time of year. And so I'm going to make extras for him. But I just want to hang out with him, like if he wants to go downtown, well, I'll go downtown with him for some things. He likes to go see friends and have a drink or two, and I will go pick him up, but I don't like hanging out. Because, of course, I have too many other things to do, right? Oh, I got to tell you, I had my sister-in-law show up in town the other day. We had so much fun, you guys. We were friends in high school because she dated my brother. So when I moved to Hewlett to go to high school, I went to live with my dad and stepmom. We were friends because, of course, she was dating my brother. And anyway, she called and she goes, "What are you doing today?" And I said, "Why? Are you in town?" And she was, she'd come up to watch her grandkids that live here for a few days. And so we met. Of course, we had to go to a secondhand store before we went and had lunch. So we didn't get to lunch till like 2:00. And so we went secondhand store and got a few things. We went and ate at a place here in town, and it's in the bar where we ate at. They have super good food. They love Reuben. They have wonderful Reubens. I love their Reubens. And I think I want this here. So, and the Wyoming game was on. So, of course, it was so crowded, but it was so much fun. We had such a good visit. And then we went to Salvation Army because her sister volunteers there. Well, we all call each other sisters because it's easier that way. So we went and she showed us, what she did on her job and took us in the back room. So that was fun. And I don't know, we just had such a good time. And then she spent the night with her sister who lives right, like not very far from me at all. And then she stopped by the next morning, yesterday morning. It was so good because, we used to have sleepovers and we talked about life, and it's just so much fun. Anyways, I said, "Barbie, we have to do that more often." And she said, "Yeah, but let's wait till there's more daylight hours," because then she had to drive home. Of course, she got home before dark, but because she left the next day. But it's harder when we get older. And it's not like she just lives a couple miles away. But isn't that fun? Just doing things like that on the spur of the moment. I love it. We need to be doing more of that. And I think that's going to be part of my joy. So the other thing I did, I'll tell you this story, and then I really better go, is when I came home from Utah. I should write down my story so I don't keep repeating myself. But when I came home from Utah after Callista's birthday, okay. I have to remember where my brain was going with that. Okay, I got to go up here and catch up again. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, probably, yep. The hearing for Beth. I know, Bonnie, my daughter was giving me a bad time about it too and wanting me just to do something about it. The hidden note takes. I'll have to go back and look at that, Shandy. Oh, Beth. She says, look, we get to yell at Mom and not get in trouble. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Yes, but you know what, Bonnie? It's never too late. You just start talking to them about it now. And not just for yourself, but for other people. I guess what's good in my family is Jim has always had the hearing problem and now the vision. So, like, the grandkids and now the great grandkids are always considerate about that with him. That's funny, Sandy. Yeah, and see, Bonnie, that makes me sad too, because sometimes they think we're being intentional about it and we're not. But like I said, it's never too late to start teaching them, and maybe not even about yourself, but about others, just being considerate about telling a story about someone. And I lost my train of thought about what I was going to say. Yeah, it's time for me. Tell Madison we love her and we're praying for her. I want her to be up and about. And Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm going to go too. Okie dokie. Everyone have a blessed Christmas, because I doubt if I see or talk to any of you before then. And just remember that Jesus Christ is the reason that we celebrate this day. I've got to read what Beth says. Sound machine at night. Oh, that's good, Beth. See, I get kind of a sound in my ears at times, but mine mostly is just the amplifying and then muffled sounding. Oh, okay, Sunday. Yeah, if my brother leaves Sunday, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to hang out with him. Merry Christmas, everyone. Love you guys. Yes, and I don't know if Debbie is still here, but I don't think she is. Keep her in your prayers because she hasn't felt well either. Oh, Bonnie, that's a good idea. And I like quiet anymore. I used to love music, and I still love music, but I don't have it. Oh, you are here, Debbie. Okay. We're praying for you to get healthy because you've been sick off and on way too long. Okay, friend? Take care of yourself and get some rest. And you know what? We all have a wonderful new year to look forward to. I know Beth is going to be on more. Thank you, Sarah. And Debbie, I don't know what your plans are for the new year, but we love your creativeness, and I just want you to rest, though. Yeah, you work so hard and create so hard and make pretties for us. Sandy says, Debbie, you're a wonderful crafter. Get better so I can buy. Oh, I love all of you. Okay, friends, I'm going to go. Merry Christmas.